Right, I want to take a look at making selections around tricky objects like hair using the older version of Photoshop CC 2015, which is what we're using here. Let's just close up some of these because there's some differences between versions which were throwing us, so I found the earlier version. So I'm going to unlock the background by double clicking on the padlock. You see we've got all these kind of stray hairs here and there. I'm going to start off by using the quick selection tool just to make a really kind of rough initial selection, and you see it's missed a lot of these tiny hairs out here. So if we go to select, and then we're going to use refine edge. Now we're going to have a problem that my selection needs to be inverted, but we shall cross that bridge when we come to it. So we've made our selection, and the object of the picture, the woman, has become black and the background is white. So if you're having the same problem, newer Photoshop has an invert selection button in there. But if we do select inverse, Control Shift I, we've now flipped our selection. So now we go back to select refine edge. We get a better job. Again, we've still got the options for changing our view mode. Black seems to work because you can see the fringing quite well with it. Fringing is like the area where you get like a little bit of white bleed, or whatever colour bleed, between the two parts. Right, we're going to use this brush tool, the edge detection brush tool, and we just left click somewhere on the hair and then start drawing over our edge, and Photoshop will do its best to do a better job than it did with the quick selection tool. Can you see we're identifying some of this hair? There's little bits of white coming through. No, it's not perfect because we're doing a really kind of rush job on this to get through it. So I'm left clicking periodically to kind of sample from the hair area. It does a pretty good job at working out the problems and making the selection a little bit better. Right, we can live with that. Like the other one, you've got the option of shifting the edge inwards a bit, which kind of shrinks the overall selection, which can help with fringing. But that looks reasonably good, like it is. So when we close it, you can see we've just got the marching ants here, and you can see it's found a lot more of this extra detail. Right, now we need to turn that selection into a mask. So we're going to hit the little add layer mask button down here, and you see it drops our background right out. So now we can place a new background in. So we're going to go place embedded. Let's use this random building again. I'm just going to hold shift to constrain it and just drag it into my image. Now once you've got your selection in, you can either hit the OK button up here, or you can hit enter return. I just want to drag the layer down behind, and see it does pretty good job. Like we can see the building through the hair and stuff. Now what we did to get it into the next tutorials, we turned the whole thing into a smart object. So we'd select both and convert it to a smart object. Bro, thank you.